To create the report generator, go to the fast lane, open up DMS connection. This works much better than using the enhanced report generator. Choose your service account, which would be -S RPG, will take you to the report generator. Arrow over to add new report, hit enter, then print a report, hit enter. Arrow over to the history file, select by hitting enter. The selection criteria would be our start date and end date. You hit 2, go to the selection criteria, arrow down to the closed, which is the most effective. Here you select, you hit greater than sign, and then which selects it. E is greater than or equal to, and then after it pops that up, you put in the percentage sign, which allows you to put in your command prompt. Then it will go back to the closed, and I chose the less than sign, and then E, which is less than or equal to. At this prompt, you put in the percent sign again. All this is explained in the directions. Then I put in end date. Now our sorting parameters, we're going to sort. You can sort by whatever you want to, but I sort in ascending order by typing A when I've gone over to the RO number, then go to line code and select X, which is a expanded multi-value sort. Now I go to 5 to kill these 4 options: the column headings, the default heading, the item IDs, and automatic paging. You select each one of those items by typing a period. Now the output fields, you hit 4, go to the output fields. These are the items that you have to select in this order using the period. First, select the advisor number, SA5, then the RO number. You select each of these items using the period. Then the 7-character opcode, and then op description. Then you'll go up to labor dollars, and then you sold hours. I'm toggling between the screens using the page down. Then labor cost, then the parts dollars and parts cost dollars. Again, you select each item using a period. If you get them wrong, hit the backslash, which will erase everything, and you can start over. Then I go to the 4-year. For the year, you have to select the 4-year, not the 2-year. And then mileage, then the labor type, and then zip. In your RPG, depending on who's been using it, how it's been used, if they've had any custom fields, it might be in a different order. Now you'll notice that the column count is 133. It has to be 132 for the data to extract properly. And what I've gone to here is I go to the mileage field and I use the period to deselect it. Then I type I to insert, and then I pick mileage again, and then go over to labor type and hit period, and that reinserts it. All this is in the directions at the top of the screen. And by taking that one out and putting it back in, it makes the column count 132. Then I hit enter to go back to the main screen. And I type S to save, and then you name it whatever you want to name it so that you can find it. And then you run it. Now when you're going to run it, it's R for run. Select 3 for slave printer. It'll prompt for your start date. Put in whatever start date you want. And then it'll prompt for the end date. Put in whatever end date you want. Now I always make sure that my print setup is correct. And to do that, you right click in the middle of the screen, select print setup, and then make sure that the print to file box is checked. And then I double check on the print to file and make sure that it's to prompt for file name, because I want it to prompt me so I can name it whatever and put it wherever I want. Then after I've double checked that, you click OK and hit enter. It'll think for a few minutes, maybe a few seconds, depends on how much data you've selected. Then the file name box will pop up. I always put mine on the desktop. You can put them wherever if you want to keep them. And you name it whatever you want. If you're saving them a month at a time or a week at a time or whatever, you can name it that. You name it that, click Save, and you're done. Here I just hit Enter, clicks Exit, and get out of it. And that's how you create and run your report. That's pretty much all that's to it. Right here, I'm looking to make sure. Now I'm going to open the text file, and this is what your text file should look like if it's done correctly. Again, you have to select the output criteria columns in this order, because when the program imports it and